Hi, everybody, and happy holidays. Welcome to City Beat. I'm your host, Nancy Byrne, and we are on the second floor of Las Vegas City Hall in the Chamber Art Gallery. You know, every year around this time, we like to take the opportunity to rerun some stories from the previous year that we feel like were very important or we simply liked. We call it the Best of City Beat. And we're going to start off by riding along with Las Vegas Fire and Rescue and Metro Police as they answer the resounding call from many residents who are sick and tired of illegal fireworks in their neighborhood.
5 George K. 5 George K. 496 Broadway between Boom and Spring. 10-4. 1 Scooter Percy. Broad and Wall Scooter, Broad and Wall.
Historically, 4th of July is one of the busiest nights for our fire crews. There's a lot of fires, a lot of injuries happen on that, and not to mention the issues with pets, the issues with veterans. It's just a, you know, from what it was intended to be with the 4th of July celebrating the country, it's turned into a time for people to do silly things and start needless fires and injury concerns.
In 2018, the City of Las Vegas, local fire departments, and Las Vegas Metro Police set up a website, ispyfireworks.com, to kickstart a unified effort to fight the use of illegal fireworks. Residents were asked to report the use of these dangerous fireworks in their neighborhoods.
It was geo-mapping to locate hotspots for future enforcement like this year. This year we will use last year's information to concentrate our enforcement. This year's I Spy information will go towards next year's.
Last year on this website, we had over 20,000 hits. Do the best you can to get as many people as you can, confiscate as many fireworks. They will take care of all the fireworks for you. Under no circumstances are you guys to leave them by themselves dealing with rowdy drunk guys with bombs. All right?
It's doing what our constituents want us to do when the people that pay us want us to do. So thank you for coming out and be safe.
I make a motion to approve this item.
Thank you. There's a motion to approve agenda item 67.
The ordinance that we're proposing converts, or at least allows us to convert the penalties that are involved in illegal fireworks use and handling and storage from a criminal misdemeanor to a civil penalty. It makes it easier for the courts. It doesn't tie up the court system, and it makes it easier for us during the enforcement nights to go ahead and issue the citation and then move on quickly.
What we'll do is you guys will clear us. You'll give us a signal. We'll come in. We'll identify the stuff. The box truck will come in. We'll go to the next one with you.
Armed with citation books and the I Spy Fireworks geomap from 2018, 6 teams headed out to the notoriously troubled areas.
It's the psychology behind all of this stuff. You used to notice they only have one in the street. We can't prove that they actually did it. It could have been them and ran in the house. Yeah. But as it gets darker, more houses, more people are going to come out. They're going to start shooting them off. It's a lot easier to target because it's a lot harder to hide the fireworks, because at that time they start to bring them out, because then they're going to start shooting them off in succession. So that's basically what we want to catch them doing. It makes it easier for us to bag and tag, basically.
Are you guys going to lead in?
Yeah.
Or should I follow him?
The other car, we're both going to go over to those ones first and see if we can find them.
Okay, we're right behind you, so we could go get these guys right here. We got mortars. Shots.
Just by reading the label, you'll be able to tell it'll say shot versus shower, fountain, spark. Anything that says shoots or shots is illegal. It's shooting in the air.
What are we looking at right there?
Looks like mortar shells, reloaders.
Only the stuff you buy here in Las Vegas, not in Pahrump, not at the Indian Reservation.
All right.
If it goes up in the air and explodes, it's illegal. If it explodes on the ground, it's illegal. That
It
stuff,
says emits shower of
illegal.
sparks.
Those
That's
are
safe.
okay.
That's
Be
okay.
careful.
We'd like to thank Metro Police and Las Vegas Fire and Rescue for inviting editor, photographer Eric Sorensen to ride along. We'd also like to thank the mayor and our city council for passing that ordinance. The city of Las Vegas alone wrote up enough citations to equal about $10,000 in fines. They're going to continue this effort next 4th of July. Well, staying on public safety, but a whole different topic, Clark County School District welcomed 4 new officers this past year. These officers, though, are furry. Sue Levitt has the story.
Meet Jack. He's one of the newest police officers for the Clark County School District, and today he's eager to get to work.
We have absolutely adored it. They do such an important job, but they're just amazing dogs. So we actually love having them on campus all the time.
The dogs are pretty popular here on the Clark High School campus, but they're not here to make friends. Jack is focused on his work sniffing out these halls to see if any lockers contain guns.
We're having a lot of problems with firearms in schools, so our first priority is kid safety, so we brought the dogs in to locate and find firearms.
The dogs are trained to sense the smell of bullets inside the guns, so we planted 3 different guns in this empty classroom to see how the dogs do. Ziggy is Officer Harris's partner. He's a little more laid back than Jack, but still shares the same important goal.
So there's definitely a change of behavior there. I'm noticing it. He's going to get as close to source. Show me. Oh, that's a good boy. Yo, you're such a good boy.
Ziggy gets rewarded and is off to find the last 2 guns.
Oh, that's a good boy. Yes. If there's any type of threats of a gun, our dog teams are going to respond to those calls. Success-wise, though, we've already had some of our dogs locate some firearms. So we've had 5 gun detections, sadly, since January to now, and one of those locations was here at Clark High School.
It really does make our kids feel better knowing too that we've invested in their safety by bringing this program into the school district.
Jack and Ziggy were sworn in back in January, along with their gun-sniffing canine friends King and Alfie. All 4 dogs roam school hallways around the district to help protect kids.
I think it's such important work. Safety is such an issue, not just in our district, but across the country. I think Clark County School District has totally stepped up in putting this program together. I hope we can grow the program as we move forward. It's such a big district with so many schools. These 4 babies are probably working so hard. So I really hope it's a program that we can grow. And as a school, we have absolutely supported them, not only letting them into our school, but monetarily. So I hope other schools in the district actually get a chance to meet these dogs and can support the program as well.
For City Beat, I'm Sue Levitt.
The dogs randomly search campuses all over the school district. They will never search the kids, but they are able to search cars, lockers, and all around the campus. By the way, we're the only school district in the nation so far that uses dogs who specifically search for weapons. Thank you, Sue Levitt, for that story. We are going to take a quick break, and when we come back, a very moving story from a mother who suffered a terrible loss but wants to help others now.
Congratulations to the City of Las Vegas Employee of the Month, Jorge Morteo. Jorge is a GIS analyst with our planning department and has been with the city since 2000. Here at the city, we strive to cut through red tape to make every customer experience convenient and efficient. Jorge is part of our success in this area. He's responsible for creating a new interactive map tool that serves as a one-stop shop for developers looking to build in the city. The map has multiple layers with parcel-based information about the general plan, zoning, land use entitlements, special area plans, and more. This map is of great assistance to internal and external customers and comes at no additional cost to the city. For his initiative in getting this tool created, we're saying congratulations to Jorge Murteo, our city's Employee of the Month.
Welcome back to City Beat from the Chamber Gallery here at City Hall as we look back at some of the stories that really meant a lot to us in the past year, and this next story certainly fits that bill. Last spring, we introduced you to a mom named Jenny Bennett. She and her husband Adam had moved from Colorado to Texas and were very excited about having a swimming pool in their backyard. That excitement, however, changed to tragedy as their 21-month-old son Jackson found his way out to that pool despite all of the precautions they thought they had taken. He found his way out there and he drowned. But she's hoping now, through her story and this tragedy, she can help others.
Keep going. Keep going.
It's a beautiful, warm day at the Bennett home, and 21-month-old Jackson is playing with Mom and his sisters, Kyla and Lily, in their family pool. Surrounded by family, wearing a flotation device, and being encouraged to jump into his mom's safe arms, nothing could go wrong.
Come over by himself. Come on, Jackson. Look at you kick. Oh, it's a good boy. Good kicker.
However, 2 days after this video was shot, Jackson found his way back out to this pool without Mom, sisters, or his water wings.
Come on, watch out! Watch out!
It is a day Jenny and her family relive over and over. It was an early evening, and she and her children had just returned home from picking up husband and dad Adam from work. Adam warmed up his dinner, and Jenny went into the bedroom for a few minutes before starting the hectic night routine of baths with the kids.
I came out of the bedroom and didn't see Jackson with my husband. He was sitting on the couch. So I asked him, "Where's Jackson?" And he was like, "Oh, he's upstairs playing with the girls." So that calmed me down for about a minute, and I went back into the bedroom. I got a very uneasy feeling. Something was yelling at me inside to go find Jackson now. So I went back outside to my husband and asked him, "Where's Jackson?" And we yelled upstairs to the girls, "Hey, is Jackson up there with you?" And Kyla yelled back, "No." And that's when I realized that I had left the dog door open, and I immediately ran outside and found him floating face down in the pool.
In the commotion of coming home, she simply had forgotten about the dog door being open, and Adam mistakenly thought he saw Jackson go upstairs with his sisters, as he typically would.
I actually jumped into the pool and pulled him out and yelled to my husband to call 911, and I started CPR. I started chest compressions right away. I just knew that we had lost him. His skin was still warm and his lips were pink, and I was hopeful that we had found him in time since it had only been a few minutes.
As an emergency room nurse, Jenny knew what to do. Jackson's pulse returned, and he was flown to a children's hospital. But their hopes for his recovery were soon shattered.
After 4 days of testing and monitoring him, he was declared brain dead. We had decided that we didn't want this to be the end of his story, and we wanted to donate his organs to people in need. That gave us 3 extra days to spend with him.
Jenny and Adam let Jackson go in that hospital, but his heart, liver, and both kidneys remain here on this earth, giving life to 4 others, including a 7-month-old boy who now has Jackson's heart. Some solace for a family whose hearts were now broken. Jenny says as she mourned the loss of Jackson, she found herself also racked with guilt and shame.
I was very ashamed that I had lost my child to something preventable. I was one of those people that felt like, well, this will never happen to me. I'm a good parent. I watch my children and I do things to keep them safe.
After some time, she did come to realize she was not alone.
Over the course of the last 2 years, I've met a lot of parents who have lost their children to drowning, and they all have very similar stories to mine, especially with the young children, that toddlers are mischievous and they will wander off, and you really hope that it's something that they're getting into your makeup or drawing on the wall with a crayon for that few minutes that you don't see them, but you'll find them in a dangerous situation such as this, and that seems to be the case for a lot of these parents that I had spoken to.
That is when she decided to start the conversation early on with parents about the dangers of pools, boats, lakes, streams, even bathtubs.
Drowning is a leading cause of accidental death in young children, happens to healthy children, and we're not talking about it at pediatricians' offices.
She started a local chapter of Parents Preventing Childhood Drowning in her Texas community.
We have 16 organizations who have teamed up with us. We're trying to create a national message to make all of our voices louder and clearer so we can reach pediatricians and reach others to get this message spread. So part of Parents Preventing Childhood Drowning is this pamphlet here that we are asking that pediatricians display at their office or use as an educational tool to help with ways to prevent drowning. There's pool safety, swim lesson safety, beach safety, and boating safety inside.
As for swimming lessons, Jenny says all lessons are helpful but can give a false sense of security. She suggests also looking into survival lessons where children at a very young age learn to roll over in the water and float so they can breathe until help comes or they paddle their way over to a ladder or wall.
Where's Errol? Where are you?
Jenny finds helping others helps her through her pain. It has also helped her family move on. In the spring of 2017, they had another son, Asher Jackson, who at the age of 20 months went through survival swim lessons. Meanwhile, the heartbreaking lesson learned by Jenny and Adam has prompted a lot of changes in the Bennett home.
For my situation, if I would have had an alarm on my door or my door would have been secure, I would have known if Jackson would have gone outside. If I would have had a fence around my pool or a net over my pool, he wouldn't have made it into the pool. And if he would have had survival swim lessons, he would have been able to save himself. And we would have found him and he'd still be here today. So there were many steps that we had missed that I want to educate others on to prevent this from happening to their child.
Needless to say, it takes a lot of strength and compassion to take such a tragedy and turn it into a teaching tool in the hopes of helping other families. If you'd like more information on the organization that Jenny is part of, just go to parentspreventingchildhooddrowning.com. By the way, keep in mind the City of Las Vegas teaches swimming lessons to children as young as 18 months, and we also teach lifeguard and CPR skills. We're going to take another break, and when we come back, we're going to join a group of kids from the city taking the trip of a lifetime.
Up to 40% of businesses never recover after experiencing a major disaster. Make a plan at ready.gov/business.
Drop that baby.
Welcome back to City Beat from the Chamber Gallery here at City Hall as we take a look back at some of the stories that meant a lot to us over the past year. You know, you might be surprised in a city this size how many kids never really get the chance to escape the hustle and bustle of their neighborhoods and get out and enjoy nature. Well, Councilman Cedric Creer decided he was going to do something about that. He hosted a group of kids from our city to get out to a park. Now, we're not talking about just a local park. We're talking big. We're talking Zion National Park.
Come on, you guys, let's go get on the bus.
Good morning. Good morning. Good morning. So today we're taking a group of kids to Zion National Park. It is every kid in a park day. A lot of kids in our neighborhood don't have an opportunity to get out to see the wonders of the Southwest. And so today we're heading to Utah. We got 4 buses and we're going to have a great day. So many kids have never been across the block or across town, nevertheless to Utah and see one of the wonders of the world, which is Zion National Park.
We are going to introduce you to the Junior Ranger program that happens here. You guys are going to get a chance to earn a badge. It's a really fun program. We're going to do a couple cool hikes. They will be partially in shade, which we love, and all that kind of stuff. And we'll do lunch really soon. Are you guys hungry?
Yeah.
Thanks a lot.
No problem. Thank you. Go.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
Today, after our lunch, we're actually heading up canyon. One group will be doing the Riverside Walk Trail, which is just alongside our Virgin River. It's really gorgeous. It should be a little in the shade, which is always good. And then the other group is doing our Lower Emerald Pools Trail, which ends in a slight waterfall, and then learning about animals. So we're basically taking them on two of our most popular, most beautiful trails and kind of having them have that experience.
We are going to walk under a very small desert waterfall. It is going to feel so good right now. Here's the thing though, that water might be kind of cold. Everyone's first instinct is always to scream. We can't do that because it's in a big bowl and all of our screams will like echo and reverberate and like birds will fly away and you'll scare people. So when that first drop of cold water hits you right in the head, internal scream, not external.
Hey, Billy, come on, stop that
I promise to help take care of and protect Zion National Park.
We're just so excited to have them here. It's really wonderful to introduce Zion to people. It's one of our favorite things that we get to do.
Told you guys it was beautiful, right? For those that have been here for the first time, I told you it's going to be absolutely positively gorgeous. And you know, I urge you guys to come back.
Congratulations on all becoming Zion Junior Rangers.
Thank you to photographer, editor Eric Sorensen for spending an entire day with that group out at Zion National Park. You know, we have a lot of giving people in our community. Right now, we want to turn our attention to the fine folks from Masterpiece Barber College, where for the 4th year in a row, they hosted Read with a Barber. It's a great event where the kids get to read out loud and get a free haircut. But it's not just the kids that get a kick out of this annual event. This is Masterpiece Barber College, a place where the art of cutting hair is taught to inspiring stylists. But every year, in coordination with Nevada Reading Week, aside from the regular tools of the trade to learn the best barber techniques, these tools of the trade are found scattered about, teaching kids the importance of reading.
It's a lion. Is it a lion? It is a lion. Look at that.
It's the annual Read with My Barber Week here at Masterpiece, where stylists like Rebecca and little ones like 6-year-old Zaire bond over books and a free haircut. Marcus Allen owns the college and Masterpiece Shops 1, 2, 3, and 4. He was one of the first to join up to participate in Read with Your Barber Week when it started in our community 4 years ago.
It comes out to be really helpful to the community because this is one of the places that everybody, it's like the pillar of the community. Everybody come and join us. And then to get some education and also get a nice haircut, and also we do it free for the kids to actually read with their barber.
So while these men and women are learning how to become the best barbers on the block, these kids are learning there actually is more to life than computers and video games.
We have Generation Y that's going on now, and everybody's computer, either in their cell phone, so nobody hardly ever picks up a book and start to read. So more still, we're trying to instill that back into our younger generation, the Generation Y, to get them to understand that reading is very important in life, besides playing video games.
You can see by their faces, these kids are really enjoying the act of reading, actually having to turn pages and interacting with their barber about what they're learning from the book before them. But we asked around and discovered it's not just the kids who enjoy this special week.
Today was actually my first time doing it, so it was kind of cool. I like it. I enjoyed time with little man, you know, hearing him read, letting him know that he's doing something positive in school, because I see that he can already read.
Marcus says connecting with the kids is an important lesson for his students as well, something he hopes they take with them wherever they end up practicing their trade.
It's customer and barber relationship that they build, and also building it with a kid, so it's an early form of education towards the barber and also the individual, the kid itself, actually making the connection more so than a haircut.
So they read a book and get a free haircut. May seem like a simple concept, but Marcus says sometimes an experience can be simple and fun and still be an important life lesson.
I feel real good about this right here. I mean, I had some troubles when I was growing up actually with reading and a lot of other things with education, so now I know how important it is to actually make it in life.
We want to thank you for joining us as we took a look back at some of our favorite stories of 2019, and we certainly look forward to more great times in 2020. We've been coming to you from the Chamber Gallery here on the second floor of City Hall, where now through February 20th, you can enjoy the Public Employee Art Exhibit. Thanks for joining us. Hope your holidays were great, and we'll see you next year.